Governor Northam is leaving it up to localities to decide whether masks will be required to be worn in their schools. But he did mention a new state law requiring in-person instruction. State law states that schools will follow CDC guidelines to prevent COVID to the maximum extent practicable. Current guidelines say masks should be worn by all, but the author of the bill says the decision on these practical measures should be made by the localities based on their assessment of the classroom.
Any mandate that tries to force everybody to comply with one particular issue is very difficult to implement when you're dealing with the diversity we have in our children.
We did reach out to several local school districts about how they are handling the new guidance. Richmond and Dinwiddie Public Schools say they will require all students to wear masks. Prince George and Henrico County Schools say masks will be highly recommended but not required. Chesterfield and Henrico County Schools say school leaders will assess the new guidance at their school board meetings this Thursday and Tuesday, respectively. Meanwhile, we're hearing from the House Republican leader on Governor Northam's mask announcement. Todd Gilbert issued a statement saying, in part, quote, rather than simply announcing that he will require masking of vaccinated students and teachers in K-12 schools, he instead decided to hide behind false interpretation of a law that already delayed the reopening of schools to this fall, end quote.
And speaking of schools, Superintendent of Richmond Public Schools, Jason Camrus, will recommend a mandate for all employees with the school district to get the COVID-19 vaccine. In a newsletter, Camrus wrote the mandate will be similar to the one issued by Mayor LeVar Stoney earlier this week for city employees. Camrus cites the Delta variant and the fact that 250 Richmond students had to quarantine during summer school because of positive cases. He's expected to make this recommendation during a school board meeting on August 16th. School board members are responding to Camrus's recommendation. Jonathan Young issued a statement saying, quote, I was vaccinated since I was first afforded the opportunity this spring. I encourage everyone to get the shot, but to adopt a big brother government mandate constitutes a gross abuse of persons' civil liberties, end quote.